So we've got So, just to let you know that the Russian checkpoint closed at 1:35, so anybody who arrived after that could not proceed onwards. So the Russian checkpoint is now closed, and anybody who's out there still walking will have to finish at Russian. But I should imagine 1:35 they'll be well finished now, and nearly an hour, so there might be one or two strays who sort of just finish as a goal.
Elite.
So Joshua is currently sitting in 5th in the senior men's section. Oh, he's a Lone Ranger coming on in. Do we think our next group will be in a full group, or do you think we'll see them dribs and drabs for a bit now?
Yeah, I think he's finishing. Oh, we stopped him. To be fair, he looked pained coming up the hill there. Like, again, you know, this is 30 miles in. This isn't a walk in the park. He's finishing there. He'll get his medal for getting the peel, and yeah, he is done. I mean, he looks absolutely shattered. Yeah, not surprised.
No, he does look pretty goose, bless him. Like he looks like he's in a fair bit of pain. That doesn't look like a face of joy like when we saw Chris Addy come in, does it?
No, I think just he's come off the stride now. He just seems to have a bit of a limp as he's finished there as well. So I think he's probably just reached the point where he, yeah, I think he looks like he's just reached the point where he just has to call it a day. But
we're now seeing, I think it could be Ryan Downey coming up. So that'll be number 78 if it is indeed Ryan. Now, I would suggest Ryan would be turning right, but we just don't know at this point, do we?
No, I mean, as much as we tried to build up the anticipation, would you start doing like the X Factor or something? It's like doof, 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 doof.
Basically, the outtakes from what we do on the podcast. We do it on here. Now, Ryan has been running quite a few marathons this year. I'm not sure if you've seen it. He's been out, I think he was out in Asia and he did a marathon out there. Yeah. So, yeah, Ryan is someone that's very much used to these kind of events. He looks quite fresh going on up there, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, he looks a lot fresher than I do. Studier. So, fair duty to him, yeah. But what's that, 6 hours, 22 minutes and 1 second. He's in 9th overall. What's that, 6th in the men's senior? So, veteran men, is it?
He's in the senior men. And according to the timing, he's now in 3rd for the senior men. I think because we've got different categories, haven't we? We've got the senior, the veteran, the under-21s. And speaking of the under-21s, we should, in the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, see the leading under-21 man come through, who will be Robert Farnworth. So that's exciting. And Robert last year, I think he came 2nd in the under-21 race, so it's lovely to see him chasing for that first place spot.
Yeah, it's absolutely, yeah. He's going to come through. How far are we thinking? About 10 minutes or so?
Yeah, he's predicted to come through here at about 35 minutes past 2. What are we on currently? We're on 23 minutes past. So, yeah, in the not too distant future. Oh, Sam, we have got another walker in our sights. So again, this should be number 22, Connor Casey, who overall is currently sitting in 13th and would be 7th in the senior men's. Now, this is not Connor Casey. We've had a bit of a switch up. This is Samuel Cannell coming in. So Samuel again is in the senior men's section, with Connor Gilbert coming in behind him, number 10. So that means, where is Connor Casey? Sam bets, left or right?
Right.
For both of them?
I mean, Gilbert, probably, yeah. I imagine he'll go right. I mean, he does live in Peel. He could peel off left, could pop down the chippy.
So Sam Cannell is a 3-time finisher, and he is now on his way to Kurt Michael. He's walking fairly strong. And then coming up, we've got a big smirk on his face. We have Connor Gilbert. Now, 5-time finisher. Is he going to stop for a chippy and peel, or is he going to carry on? No, he's carrying on to Kurt Michael, Sam.
He's carrying on. He's got his Moran gear on, which the most successful thing Moran have done all year. But that's just for Tom Curfew. But yeah, Gilbert there, he's cracking on. I think 5-time finisher, that is good, that, isn't it? I mean, again, just the mental sort of strength to do that is amazing. You know, it's a long time on these roads just with you by yourself.
Yeah, alone with your own thoughts, Sam. Maybe we should do it for a therapy session for each other.
Oh, I think that'd be awful. I think I saw somebody earlier who was going around with like a Bluetooth player, like sort of strapped to their waist, and they went, "Oh, I've got 3 of them in the sport car. If this dies, I've got another one coming." And I was like, "Oh, musical." And I went, "No, I might put a podcast on later on." It's like, I love the idea of doing the Parish Walk while just listening to like a murder podcast.
I mean, I think that's brilliant. Like just like crime documentaries, just listening to them as you're going along.
Well, yeah, you're not allowed earphones, of course, in this because the regulations on it. But apparently, there's nothing against a Bluetooth speaker. So.
Yeah, it's fine. You can hear traffic over that, can't you? I'll just be playing Taylor Swift all too well, 10-minute version on a loop, time and time again. Everyone around me would be insane, but I'd probably feel the most relaxed I've felt in a very long time.
As long as it doesn't get lost in translation, you'll be fine.
Oh, you're a fan, aren't you? You're a true Swiftie. Oh, we have another walker now. Do you think this is going to be Connor Casey, Sam?
It is number 22. It is Connor Casey. A twice finisher, but he's dropped off on the pace a tad. And I don't know, I wouldn't. It doesn't look like he's enjoying himself.
No, he doesn't look overly joyed coming on up there. But look, again, it's a long course, peaks and troughs. We'll see what happens when he comes up here, whether he's going to call it a day or whether he's going to carry on to Kurt Michael.
Another just behind him.
I think that is going to be Louise Gimson. Yeah, that's Connor Casey calling it a day at Peel. He's got to Peel in 6 hours, 27 minutes and 28 seconds. We've got Louise Gimson, 5-time finisher, coming up now towards Peel. She's looking fairly strong, hey?
Absolutely, yeah. She is marching up this hill. That is that's a proper, determined look on her face as well. Is she gonna?
The crowd's getting behind her. We've got Sweets over here to bribe her to carry on. She is carrying on. She's a woman on a mission. Big smile on her face. Off she goes.
How do they have the mental strength to ignore those sweets?
I don't know. That's something that you and I should both probably learn to do.
And again, the Golden Wonder. That's a Premier crisp.
And they're free, Sam. How can you turn down free things? I don't get it.
I know. I mean, I had a small sample of the free beer at the round table earlier, and having had a few larger samples of paid for alcohol last night, I was slightly regretting it. But the fantastic option there. But again, these athletes were coming through. They weren't having it. They were going for the water. And I was like, "You're bigger people than I am."
Oh, they don't make them like they used to, do they, Sam?
No, back in Dot's day, I'm sure she'll tell you, they used to drink 18 pints, milk a cow, and then go do the parish.
Yeah, and that was just half the day as well.
Exactly.
We've still got our local celebrity, John Watty, walking around, haven't we, down there?
Yeah, he's just gone past us. He's working the crowd like all good royals do. And yeah, is that coming up the hill, is it?
Yeah, that is Jane Farquhar, number 14, who has finished multiple times. So we'd be expecting her to turn right here now, wouldn't we?
I imagine so, yeah. She is looking quite good on that.
Yeah, so Jane's strongly heading up the hill now towards us. Yeah, Jane looks strong as she's coming up here, doesn't she? I think we can...
She looks determined.
Yeah, she does look determined.
Looks very determined, and looking at that, there's a big cheer goes up. Is she gonna? She's gonna keep going. She's turning right. She's carrying a bag of water. I like that.
A bag of water, but she also turned down the sweets and she turned down the crisps. Now, the next person we should be seeing through here, Sam, should be our under-21 winner, Robert Farnworth. So Robert, last year he came second, I think, in the under-21 race. So we should see him coming up here next few minutes, really.
Yep, and that'll be the I was like to say when the under-21s finish in Peel. So he, all being well, will come round up the hill and will. Do they get a trophy? Do they get a cup? He gets to lift the cup. There's a cup. There should be a cup.
They get something. They get bragging rights.
Yeah, absolutely, bragging rights. That's what you need.
And arguably, that's better than any trophy.
No, I want a trophy.
I want bragging rights. Sure, Sam, this weather is rather hormonal, isn't it? When we got here, we didn't need sunglasses. It's all over the place.
I wondered where you were going with that, to be honest, Charlie. Are you feeling flush or something?
No, I feel like I'm a woman. I can get away with saying that. You, on the other hand, would get smacked around the face for saying it.
There you go. You see, promoting violence. There's me trying to be nice and polite at a race walk. But yeah, it has been a bit of it's proper Manx day. So we started off the bright sunshine, then we had the rain, back on the sunshine, back on the rain, and now we've got this back on the sunshine at the minute with a touch of cloud, nice bit of wind though. It's just keeping it enough.
Yeah, I don't think they'd want it any warmer now, would they?
No, I don't think I would.
No. Well, top up the tan, or start building my tan. You've already got one.
You are a tad pasty. Look at that colour. Yeah.
I'm envious of your tan. You have been out walking a lot though, whereas I've been just living in jodhpurs and riding horses and not having skin out.
Yeah, well, that's you got to hydrate, feel great, and you got to get the tan on.
Hydrate, feel great, get the tan on. Motivational words from Sam Turton.
So yeah, we are still just waiting on the under 21 winner from the men, who Robert Farnworth. Is it Farn?
Farnworth, I think.
Sorry, the screen went on me as I went to read that. Yeah, so we're just waiting on him who we don't believe should be too far behind.
No, he is. Robert is due to grace Peel with his presence at about 2:35. So yeah, in the next few minutes. Now, Sam, if you were doing the Parish Walk, what would your game plan be?
Crash out early.
Reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I could do Russian. I'm pretty confident I could do Russian, but the hills and all that, and because the problem is once you've left Russian, you've committed, then you've got to get to Peel.
Yeah, but I feel like you're talking yourself down. It's all positive mindset. This is obviously a lot of training and physical fitness, but a lot of this is mental strength.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it was, if I had a lot of people tell me I wouldn't do it, I'd probably more like to do it. So.
Just to be stubborn.
Absolutely, yeah. Just for the sake of it, really. Yeah. Next year, let's do it next year. We'll see where we get to.
I'll let you do that one, and I can support you on the sidelines. I'll be your support car.
Oh, that'd be great. Get the energy van as a support car.
We're expecting the next walk to be Rob Farnworth or Chris Hale or Edward Wilson, and that will be our top 20 through Peel in 2025. And it seems like that since we had some of that share of rain and the skies went very dark. Probably perfect walking weather. If the trees are all on the sun comes out, that is your strength. That's really the thing we can make sure taking on our behaviour rather than speaking on our topic of evaluation. And a great job beyond that, and everybody knows all that. Eight some names and stars out.
Sam, I think we have our under-21 winner in sight.
Yep, I think you're right. He's coming up the hill. And not only does he get the honour of being under-21 winner, he gets the biggest honour of all, which is you get to jump in front of him, stick the microphone in his face, and ask him how he's feeling.
Oh, I know, poor sod, hey?
Is there any greater feeling in Manx sport than being interviewed by your great self?
I don't know. I think the pleasure's all mine, really. And that is indeed Robert Farnworth. He will be delighted.
The cheer goes up.
Brilliant. What an effort. in just over 6.5 hours. That is amazing. He looks like he could just keep going, doesn't he?
Absolutely, and check out that hat. What a hat.
He is taking sun protection very seriously. Well done him. We will go and catch up with Robert in just a second. We'll just let him catch his breath, get some water, and then we'll go and catch up with him.
John Watterson, FBE, so thoroughly deserved. He's done so much for Isle of Man sport. I'll be interviewing the winner of the under-21 competition. And as I was saying about John, it's he's our next walker.
While Robert's just catching his breath, we have Chris Cale, I think, number 25, now coming into Peel. And he's going to make his way on to Kurt Michael. And that is Chris taking hydration very, very seriously, with a jug of water over his head. Sam, do you reckon that we could say we've been walking and get a free massage out of this too?
Have you just eyed the people doing it and go, maybe?
Yeah, no, I just thought it's worse ways to spend your Saturday than getting a nice massage, isn't there?
We'll discuss it later.
Number 65, Emma Wilson. Emma is currently 6th in the veteran ladies, and that's her at Peel. And she's calling it a day. She is calling it a day at Peel. Number 12, David William. No, she's not calling it a day at Peel. She's having a joke with us. She's on her way. She's on her way to Kurt Michael. And now number 12, David Williams. And he is also on his way to Kurt Michael. Not going to call it a day at Peel, and onwards and upwards. Number 47, Tim Goldie, is now about to check into Peel, and I would guess he's going to head up on his way to Kurt Michael. Oh no, he is not. He is calling it a day in Peel. Gustav Robar, number 77, is the next person through. And he's on his way to Kurt Michael. I mean, it's a fair split at the minute, isn't it, Sam? There's quite a few people have pulled in and still a fair few on their way up to north.
Yeah, I think probably the majority have come in. Coming in, gone back out again, heading to Kurt Michael. As we're seeing, there's a few of them called it here, which I think, given the heat, it's starting to kick up again now. And again, you have to think it's 30 miles at this point, so fair dues.
Yeah, it's not just a little walk to Peel, is it?
Yeah, we're obviously up in here a minute earlier on. I was at the round table. It was not the brightest of weather, but tell you what, why don't we have a look at that actually? We'll take a second and have a quick chat with the guys at round table. Oh, so we're up at round table, and you can't come to round table without coming to see the guys from Russian round table. We'll start off with the pirate outfits first of all, because quality effort, lads.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we try and have a different theme each year, but we did do this last year and it was quite popular. We have to try and get a theme where we can have some decent music too.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, we've seen some dancing off camera, which is not going to be repeated, but all by me, of course, yeah. So what we got Bushies on tap.
Yeah, so Martin at Bushies very kindly supports us by donating a keg of beer. So it all started off with, we used to just give out water. Some of the walkers sort of said, I wish you'd have beer. And so the beer stopped. So we've probably been doing this probably about 15 years.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, so yeah, beer, water, watery beer.
It's quite, not the warmest up here today in the pub though.
No, I got the sun cream on specially, but yeah.
And a very fetching shirt.
Thank you very much.
Well guys, we'll leave you in peace and I'm going to nick one of your beers. Cheers.
We're now joined with the under-21 winner, Robert Farnworth. So Robert, how did today go?
Well, it didn't go as good as last year, although last year I had somebody chasing me, Sean Miller, so, it went okay. The slot was easier this time, but everything else wasn't as good.
What do you feel that didn't make it quite as good? Because obviously you've come here and you're the winner and everyone's just congratulating you, and that's an achievement in itself, but why do you feel it didn't go quite as well? What bits stand out?
Well, I think really it didn't go well because I didn't really do much training this year. Last year I was more into it, but this year I was at Durham, so I was, not really doing much. Halfway point was difficult. I slowed to like 4 miles an hour or something, which is really slow. But I mean, other than that, it was okay, I guess.
And will you be coming back next year? Is this your final year in under-21s?
No, I've got one more year, so I'll probably do it another year. Hopefully I'll win that year as well.
But you might do some training next time so you don't come back feeling a bit...
Yeah. That's the plan. That's the plan.
Well done. I'm going to enjoy a little bit of a rest now.
Thank you.
Cheers.
21. So we've got Craig Fletcher and Ross Newton. Andy Jones. Number 21, Amy Collister. Are you carrying on? Yes! I remember that name, Amy Collister. Right, okay. Number 327. That's Daniel Gibson. And he's going in, give a big round of applause. Come on. Let's have some clapping for these people. It's searingly hot out there. Just getting my phone adjusted. Alright, okay. I didn't know what I was talking about. No, can you stop it? Right, okay. Number 96, Ryan Neal. Come on, Ryan! Come on, you must have
I think that was Ryan Healy coming through. 6 hours, 50 minutes, 17 seconds. I think Healy's completed a couple of times. And coming up just behind him is Ewan Wiley, who is, I think he's 33rd at the minute. We are also expecting pretty soon Connor Kane, who will be second in the under-21 men's. And we believe we're probably about 10, 12 minutes away from the under-21 ladies leader coming through, who I believe is Lottie Stennett. Stennett, sorry. But she's actually very close, in fact, a dead heat with Madison McGullen as they went through Patrick. So it'll be interesting to see which one of them two is the first up the hill and over the line. Oh, sorry, that is Connor Kane coming over, who was the second place in the men's under-21s. I'm just going to take a picture with with Robert, actually, as they are there. So we are expecting relatively soon Ewan Wiley to come up, but we also have veteran ladies. Next lady we believe to come through will be Mel Cameen, but Lottie Stennett is the one who we expect. Lottie Stennett or Madison McCullen in the ladies and 21s, who are dead hit. They were dead heat as they come through Patrick together. So that'll be round about 9 minutes, maybe 10 minutes we expect to see them. What is great though, Charlie, is the longer we've been here, the more and more people are starting to turn up. There's more people turn up. Obviously, you get to think as more of the people who they're supporting, their mates, their family members, as they're coming up and they're expecting to finish or getting to be at least, you start to see more of this coming up.
Yeah, no, it's definitely filling out now, and the sun has seriously come out. I'm regretting not bringing my sunglasses.
It isn't that sunny.
Oh, it is for these delicate little eyes. But yeah, no, it is starting to fill up. But you know what? I'm still disappointed that there's still loads of crisps and Haribos left out. People have not been, making use of them as much as you and I would have.
No, I think, as we said earlier, this is the ones at the front who have been avoiding them. But I think as we get into the polite way of saying that the Premier athletes will be going to more of that. So
we're getting into the working man athletes. That's what I like to call them, Sam, because I feel like I can relate to them.
Absolutely, and the wind's starting to pick up here, actually, isn't it? So, like I said, the next we're expecting through will be Ewan Wiley, who our timings we thought would have been him. Oh, we have actually coming up the hill now. And we've got a Scutch coming through now, actually. We've got Ewan coming through, number 23 there, and just behind him is Rob Monk, who is, I think, yep, and Julian Kinley coming behind him. So the three of them there, Ewan Wiley, Julian Kinley and Rob Monk, are all going to come through within about 10 seconds of each other. And are they going to go on? Ewan's going on, Rob's going on, and Julian's going on as well.
Our next walker is in sight again now, Sam. I think this could be Carl Hartman, number 343. He's currently sitting 19th in the senior men's and 37th overall. And behind him we should have Denny Metcalf as someone else is walking on up. That is indeed Carl Hartman on his way to Peel. So we'll wait to see if he's going to turn left and call it a day at Peel, or if he's going to carry on to Kurt Michael.
Yeah, and just coming up the hill behind him, he's just crossed the road there, heading up towards the town hall, is also Danny Metcalf. So they are going to be finished. Well, they're going to be coming in just about a minute past. I think he's got the look of a man who's going on.
Oh yeah, I'd say he's carrying on. Absolutely. He's a man on a mission on his way to Kurt Michael.
He's carrying on. However, I think Danny, he's looking like he's suddenly got a big smile on his face, so he might carry on.
I think we could see him carrying on, yeah. I think Danny might do a naughty right turn towards Kurt Michael. The moment of truth, Sam. Yes, of course, he's gone for it. On to the north of the island. The Northern Plains, Sam.
Most things from the north are quite plain.
Not wrong with that. Aha, Sam. We have another walker who is dressed in pink. That is number 94, I think, Mel Cameen.
Mel Cameen, who is, I believe, is she 8th in the veteran ladies? Yeah, 8th, coming up there. She will. Yeah, she's definitely the brightest I've had come through so far. It's the first person I can spot easily.
She's prepared. Oh, she'll definitely be turning right, won't she? She is a seriously strong woman coming up here. Reaching out to... I thought she was reaching out for a high five.
I think that was awkward for everyone involved.
Yeah, all of us. Us, person on the other side. Oh, she's checking her time. She's turning right, isn't she?
I think so. Yeah. Okay, right, she goes. So we should actually have a bit of a scutch of people coming through pretty soon.
We do indeed.
We should be seeing Dougie Scott, Chris Moore and Adam Brewer coming through.
I think that is Dougie Scott coming towards us now. If my eyesight didn't let me down. Is that number 53, Sam?
It is.
So Dougie, who's currently in 11th in the veteran men's, 40th overall. How have we seen 40 people go past us?
I'm actually surprised we've seen that many. I didn't think it was that many. So yeah, he's going to come through in 40th and shouldn't be too far behind now. Chris Moore, Anne Brewer, Richard Sarr and Dean Greenland. However, it's the under-21s women's. In fact, Adam, when Brewer, he comes in, will take third place in the men's under-21s. It's the ladies under-21s, which is the really interesting one, because as I said earlier, they went through Patrick, Dead Heat, Lottie Stennett, and Madison McGullen. They went through together there. So it's going to be, are they going to cross together here? Is one of them going to kicked on? So there's a lot of excitement in that one.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Now that's Dougie on his way up to Kurt Michael. That man doesn't even look like he's walked 5 miles, let alone 30.
As you said, they don't make him like they used to, and he's still going.
Now then, Sam, I actually have a feeling this could be our under-21 women's leader. It's both of them. We have got both of them, Lottie Stennett and Madison McCullen, if I can... I think it is.
And they're coming up there. I think they're going to finish together here.
It's going to be a neck-and-neck finish, isn't it?
I think they're going to do the sporting thing and finish together as a pair, because you look at the pair here, neither of them are looking to kick on a little bit there. Oh, they're even linked arms, they're coming in together. That is a fantastic sight.
Arms linked. True sportsmanship there, Sam. Something we love to see.
The sly look there going, I could just shove it, I could just shove it.
I could just shove it, I could take first place.
They're going to come in over the line together and they are going to finish as the joint winners of the ladies under-21 race to Peel.
That is Lottie Stennett and Madison McCullen. And we're going to catch up with Lottie and Madison in just a minute. We're just going to let them catch their breath. We now have Chris Moore, number 407. He is just about to check into Peel. He's looking very strong, isn't he, Sam?
Absolutely, and also has a fantastic hat. It's got a little wind-up thing on the back of it. I hope the race officials have checked it's not being powered by that.
It's got some form of renewable energy on it, and it's giving him a little motor on as he goes. Yeah, off to Kurt Michael he goes. Happy days.
Absolutely, and he is, like I said, you need to see that hat to believe it. It's fantastic. I'm going to be thinking about that hat all night. Should we try and do that over there?
Now, Sam, is this our third place in the under-21s men's race coming in?
Yeah, Adam Brood is coming in. Also, just while we're just sorting ourselves out a little bit here, Dean Greenland and Richard Sile both went through and they've carried on. So yeah, but like I say, Adam has come in there third in the under-21s men's, and he looks like a man who needs to sit down.
Yeah, no, absolutely does, bless him. He's done pretty well there, hasn't he?
Absolutely, I mean, especially again, that heat is starting to crank up a little bit now, and it's a long way, as you say, it's a long way up from Patrick to here. You don't really think about it, but it is actual quite a long way up that hill.
It's a long way to Tipperary.
And we just got next one coming up is 109 into Peel is Christian Crompton. 22nd in the senior men, he'll be wrapping up, and he's stopping as well. He looks like a man who's happy to finish, to be honest. Well, I've got a chance to have a quick look at what's gone on the road further ahead. The leaders are through Kirkmichael, where Dean Morgan has taken the lead back from Callum Gorn, but he's taken that lead to 1 minute and 52 seconds. So I don't know whether that's Dean's really pushed on there or Callum's stopped for some reason, but the gap at Kirkmichael is 1 minute and 52 seconds between Dean and Callum.
I think we're going to be seeing that all night, Sam. I think we're going to watch them swapping places, and it'll probably come down to about Onken before we actually can guarantee who's going to become where.
Well, 1 minute 52, that could easily be something toilet break or something that's just...
Yeah, there's a very long night ahead. Although it's mad to think that the pair of them are probably going to be finishing before midnight. It's crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely mad. I mean, to put that in context, that's, 80 miles from 8 o'clock in the morning through to midnight, so that is a ridiculous pace. You know, and like you said, they probably will be done well before that. So we're just waiting to speak to the winners under the 21 race. But as we're doing that, there's a couple more finishes. There's a Scotch finishes come. So there's a Scotch people coming through. Graham Jackson, Stuart Jones, Andrew Dawson, Stephen Garrett, and I can't see the other gentleman because he's obscured his number. Henry Wood have all come through there. they've all come through, and so 2 of them have stopped, Stuart Jones, and they've stopped, and the others have carried on. Next up, coming into Peel, we have number 89, who is Anna Grabelna. She gets a big cheer from the Alman Bank staff, and is she going to key? She's turning right, Charlie.
She's on her way. Woman on a mission. We've seen quite a few of them today.
And we've got a few coming in now. Number 934, that is Claire Bass, who is falling up the hill, and just in behind her, so I just have to check his number, is Mark Fullerton. And we are now going to speak to the winners of the under-21 race in just a second. They've just got to say hello to somebody, but Charlie will be speaking to them in just a second.
We're now joined the under-21 women's joint winners. So girls, talk us through your race. How did it go?
It was pretty good from the start. We felt really strong, and the weather was okay. And then after rushing, I started cramping, but still kept pushing up the slot. And it was really foggy as well, but it was fine. And then, what was it? On the down.
Yeah, we struggled quite a bit on the downhill, but then once we just tried to push through, and we always wanted to finish it together, so
I'm really happy.
Have you been training together then and friends together, so this was always the goal?
We did it last year together as well, so our aim was just to get a better time and finish together as well, so
yeah.
Oh well, brilliant girls. Are you going to be back next year to do it, or is this your...
Yeah.
For our last year.
And we'll be seeing you with a win again?
Hopefully, but
we'll try.
Yeah.
Well done, girls.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've just got the continuation of another gentleman coming through here at Peel, which is going to be number 46, Sam Fletcher, and he's carrying on as well. Oh, we have if this is who I think it is, she has jumped up the places. Monica Martin, she was a bit far down the list earlier, but has come forward, and is she finishing? She's decided she's finishing. So she comes through at Peel in the 47th up to Peel, but she's 11th in the veteran ladies to Peel, and she's decided she's stopping, and going through there is number 59. It was Greg Hoskinson. Just got a bit of a cloud coming over at Peel now, which is just taking the heat out of the air a little bit, which is quite welcome, actually, to be honest. But who we got coming up the hill now? We have number 69, Austin Myers.
Number 41, Dick Callan, is coming up to Peel now. So Sam, we've had a fair few people come through here. How do you think it's going so far? Oh, 311. Who's that then, Sam?
311 is the Joshua Dunn. We've had big changes here from Patrick up to Peel. There's been quite a few people who've jumped up the standings. He's going on. Look at that. That's a determined look of why did I do this? But he's going ahead with it anyway. He's going to crack on. And we've got coming up number 562. Is that 562? Yeah. It is 562. I'm not 100% sure who that is. It is Emily.
That is Emily Dale Beaton, is it? Yes, it is. And she's calling it a day in Peel. Then we've got 318. Jaden Fail. Followed by Michael Farnworth.
And David Gelling.
There's
been a lot of change since Patrick on the way up to Peel. There's been quite a few people jumped up the standings. A long look there at his time from David Gelling, who's decided I'm going on, but that was a long stare at the clock.
And in big news, Sam, someone has finally taken some Haribos.
Brilliant. Kids and grown-ups love them so.
The wonderful world of Haribo.
The Golden Wonders remained untouched, and I'm still surprised and disappointed, in fact.
Maybe if there's some access, you could get some for our night mission we've now got, following all the walkers around the place.
Ooh, I hadn't thought that's not a bad idea.
No, I know.
You distract them and I'll steal the crisps.
Well, Sam, I think we're going to head up north shortly, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to catch up with Dean and Callum up at the front there. We'll be heading up to, they're heading on to Ballath. So we'll be heading up onto the Northern Plain, up around Charlie Murray territory.
Yeah, up around my neck of the woods. We're going to be trying to give you updates on the leaders and also everyone else from as many parishes as we possibly can. But panic not, there's still going to be a crew down in Peel capturing everyone, but we're going to be heading north and catching up with people there, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll have a brilliant afternoon in Peel, but we are, like you say, heading north to catch up on the wins. But if you're still out there, well, you wouldn't be listening to us. If your friends are still out there and heading to Peel, keep watching. They will be showing them coming through. Peel is open for another, I think it's 3 hours up to 6 o'clock for people to carry on. So there's plenty of people who will come through here and be able to carry on through the night onwards to the north and maybe even round to Douglas in the morning.
Well, that's all we can hope for. But for now, it's bye from me.
And it's goodbye from Charlie.